This is Inside Yale Football, brought to you by Yale All Access. We're joined on Inside Yale Football by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Tom Williams, as he does every week. And Coach, 9 games played. Hard to believe it so fast. 5-4. You're going to have a winning record in the Ivy League. 4-2 right now is the Ivy record. Your thoughts on the win against Princeton? It was a big one down in central New Jersey on Saturday.
You bet, you bet. It was a beautiful day, but it was nice to get back into the win column. You know, our guys were determined to play their best football, and I thought they showed up and played extremely hard. You know, our goal going into next week's game is to try to play a complete game. We want to make sure that we play 60 minutes and give Harvard our best shot.
How exciting is it for you that they're coming into the Yale Bowl, and it's been one of your points of pride to make the Yale Bowl your home turf, and how exciting is it to finish the season at home?
It's absolutely exciting to play at the Yale Bowl anytime, but especially during this game because of our seating capacity to start with. We've got the ability to have so many people take part in one of the best traditional games in all of college football.
You know, Coach, so much has been made about the decision as to whether or not Patrick Wit would play or not play, and he announced he's playing. And your perspective on the whole thing, because I know you're someone who, you were a Rhodes candidate yourself, so your thoughts on that, and just kind of wrap that up, because it's been such a big story.
Well, I'm just happy for Pat, you know, to put that behind him. I know it's been weighing heavy on him, and I know it's taken its toll emotionally. So to have some closure, in my estimation, is the best thing for Patrick. It's the best thing for our program, and now we can have a single-minded focus going forward to Saturday.
The last 2 years, how is this week different? Is it different at all? And how is it different if so?
Well, the time demands are what make it different. Everyone seems to want to be able to talk about the game and the tradition and the rivalry. And so that's what kind of occupies your time. You're trying to prepare for a football game, and people want to talk about the game. So that's what makes it different. This week, or this year, has an added difference with Patrick's decision and all the immediate attention that we've gotten with that. That's added even more to the table. So it'll be nice to actually go out on the field and play the game on Saturday.
What would you say through 9 weeks has been maybe the single most defining characteristic of this group, the Yale football class of 2011?
I think the best thing I can say about our team, and it's one of the things you can say about any team, is that our guys play hard for 60 minutes. You know that when you play the Yale Bulldogs, you're going to get 60 minutes of intense physical combat, and I think as long as our team continues to do that, that we'll always have a chance to win football games. What we've got to continue to do is mature and make good decisions so that in crunch time we'll have a chance to win even more.
All right, Coach, we always appreciate your time. We'll let you get back to preparing for Harvard, but I want to end with you talk about changing the culture and some of the new things you've done here, and I'll go on my soapbox and say one of the things I really love is the Bulldog Walk, which is 10:30 Saturday morning before the game, starting at the Walter Camp Arch. And I don't know what your motivation for it was, but I think it's great that it traces the current Yale football team back to Walter Camp. So any fan out there, come watch.
Thank you. That was exactly the motivation, so our guys can realize their place in history, tracing our legacy back to Walter Camp. But we'd love to have as many fans out there to cheer us on as possible.
And you need to get to the bowl early, folks. Get parking passes. Check that out at yalebulldogs.com. Come early and come over to the Walter Camp Arch and just make it like a massive tunnel of humanity that the Yale band and the Yale football team marches through on their way to play Harvard on Saturday. So, Coach, we appreciate your time all season long, and thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Go Dogs.
That's Tom Williams, the head coach of the Bulldogs.